Hi guys, it is Laura and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I am doing my first build with the new game pack, The Sims 4 Jungle Adventure, and I'm doing a rental property in Salvadorada, the new vacation world of the game pack. You could also place this house as just a residential lot in any other world if you wanted to live there full time. You could definitely do that. The only thing is, though, I didn't put in any skill building items and that sort of thing because it was a fairly small rental lot and I didn't want it to become too expensive. I believe it's still somewhere around 300 simoleons per night, which is a pretty good price. I don't remember the exact price tag actually, but it was something around that. It was still the cheapest or the second cheapest, but it has 3 beds, or at least 1 double bed and 1 single bed, so you could bring 3 Sims here. So I think it's pretty good, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I used a lot of the new items. You see there, new windows, new door, new fence, all new doors and windows actually, and also I only used the base game and the Sims 4 Jungle Adventure game packs. So you could download this house if you only have the base game and the new pack, which I sort of always strive to do builds like that, to do restricted builds, at least some of my builds, because I want people to be able to download my houses. So this house is of course also on the gallery under the hashtag simming Pettrine, and my gallery ID is Pettrine. So yeah, the outside shape of the house is coming together. It's not a huge house, it's a fairly modest house actually, but I think it turns out pretty cute in the end. I think I used the new wallpapers as well there, the new stone textures. I really like those for the exterior and for interiors as well. I think they are great textures. That's something that they have been, the team has really been working on, both for wooden textures but now also stone textures, and I think that's really important. Like, I like that we have items that are just like very modern, very IKEA looking stuff that has very little texture on it, but we also need things to build and also in buy mode that has some more elaborate textures to it. And I think they're really working on that. They're also really working on I'm gonna place some tiles in a second, and these tiles are not all the same. So when you drag them out, you get more pattern than you actually would if just you had 1 tile. You see that there are 4 tiles in one Sims 4 floor tile, and if you understand what I mean, I hope you do. But they are not all just the same lying next to each other. It has different patterns on it, and I really love that, and we have gotten that with a lot of wooden textures as well. So the floors from cats and dogs, but also the wooden flooring in this pack, which you will see right here. As you see, it's not just the little 1x1 squares next to each other. They are not all the same. That it actually has a way more texture and pattern to it. And I really like that. And they've been doing the same with wallpapers. Like, for instance, we got that wave in the Sims 4 fitness stuff pack. And it was just a wave texture in concrete. But yeah, again, it's not just the same 1 tile wallpaper next to itself all over and over again, and you can see the same in this texture that I put on the wall here. It's very textured. I'm gonna count how many times I said textured because that's the word I use, but that's what I want to explain. Like, that's something that I'm really excited about in this game, and you can see the floor here, what I mean. Like, it's just not a 1x1 square next to each other, next to itself, I mean. It has patterns. So I think that's very, very cool that we've gotten more of this in the game. I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I love the South American or kind of Spanish feel to the items in this pack. So that's what I tried to go for also in the living space and kitchen. And I, of course, where I could, I used the new items. I almost don't use any base game. Like, I used that door there and some lights, and a toilet, because we don't have that in the new pack. But other than that, I mainly just use items from the new pack. Yeah. So I'm just right now checking out the color of the kitchen, figuring out the color coordination here. What do I want? The only thing though is those island counters are from base game because we didn't get any island counters in the Jungle Adventure game pack, which I think is really sad. That's something that should always be in a matching set, you know? You should have a regular counter and an island counter, if you ask me. But yeah. Today, when this video comes out, I'm also going to release at least one episode of my LP, Poverty to Plenty, where the guys from that LP, some of them go to the jungle. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be my first video with gameplay from the new pack. So I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are too. I'm really excited to go check out the jungle, and hopefully, since it is Poverty to Plenty, hopefully we can find some very valuable stuff out there in the jungle and maybe make a few bucks while we're there instead of only spending money. I'm sorry, I just got a notification on my phone. That was my dad, actually, texting me, but I'll turn off the sound of my phone now. Yeah, so here I am decorating the bathroom. I really like those new shelves. I'm just a little sad that nothing seems to fit in the two lower levels of the shelves. That's sort of weird, like you can only fit stuff up top. That's not cool, you know? I know that there's not that much space between the shelves, but then I would just have loved it if they could have given us the shelves separately instead of a 3-piece thing. Because if I can't place anything on there, they're just gonna be bare, and I will have to use move objects. And yeah, that's fine too, but it takes a lot of time to put a lot of items on shelves with move objects. As you saw there, it actually took quite a while, even though this is a sped up video. But yeah. So we have moved on to the upstairs, and this is going to be fairly simple. Since this is a vacation home, I'm not going to put in a lot of personalized items. I feel like you would probably, like in a vacation home, you probably wouldn't want too much clutter. You would want it to be fairly simple. You need what you need, but you also don't want it to be too complicated to clean all the time, because you would have to clean it every time someone new were coming into town. So yeah, I kept it fairly simple. And I'm gonna put a little round table outside. I couldn't use the new one because that's a 6-seater, and I didn't feel like there would be space on this balcony. And also the house only has 3 beds, so I didn't think it really made that much sense to have a 6-seater. So yeah, here are some of the new wall plants that we got in the pack, and they are just gorgeous. I really, really like those. So I'm gonna make this little growth thingy up on the wall. I really like that. And then I'm gonna do a little more landscaping, and I actually I recently saw a video by James Turner, you know, the Sim Supply, where he also had to do a lot of landscaping close to a house with a foundation. And things kept jumping up. And then someone in the comments were like, well, you just need to delete the foundation, place the plants, add it back in the foundation. And it works. And I'm really happy for that tip. So whoever gave that tip to James Turner, thank you, because I used it too. So I'm really happy with that. And yeah. So that's something, a little tip there, that you feel free to use that, because it's actually really useful when you're building with foundations, because placing plants they always jump up on the foundation, and that's super annoying. You don't want that. You want them grounded, you know? Your plants should be grounded. That's just my opinion, you know? So yeah, but this house is actually it's actually done now. I'm gonna fix the lighting, and then that's about it. We will jump into the screenshots in a second. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will check out the LP when it comes out with episodes from the jungle. So stay tuned for that. I would love it if you commented on this video, if you have any ideas or suggestions or feedback, and please subscribe to the channel if you like what you see, and I hope to see you all in another video. So yeah, bye!